Alright guys, so we are here on the GP person because obviously Global don't have like an actual event for this week, so it's unfortunate. I think every time when they draw one of these augmentation event, they don't bring alongside with like guess another event. So yeah, JP also has the same thing this week around, but we did actually have a blitz mission, so kind of unfortunate, right? I'm not gonna throw too much on that, but essentially we have this right here. So this is a blitz mission, and they actually give us kind of like a feature list of unit that if you use these types of unit, you will do a little bit more effective on the enemies. So enhance that we are able to, this dash out more damage with these certain units. So that's actually pretty good because you guys can see that some of the, rares and SRs, they are going to be useful in this run. So that's pretty nice. And the best thing about the overall reward system for this one, we are able to get 10 or just 1,000 rainbow coins in general, so if you beat everything. So that's the very enticing things to be talking about. So yeah, that's pretty good. But the other thing we are trying to hunt down is this right here. So this is essentially, there is a new feature or like a new kind of like an upgrading system that they have added. So yeah, we need this equipment, so I'm trying to get this one. So essentially a lot of are getting buffs, so depending on the classification, like if you're a tank, close combat, raid, bombardment, you name it, they are getting their respective buffing. They have their own designated buffing this, buffing that. So it's actually pretty cool. I believe it's some portion of the effects is only applicable to PvE content. So for the arenas, I believe it does not really it don't activate. So at least if you want to talk about how much power creep you talking about, probably wouldn't be that much, because if it's not activatable in arena, that's obviously pretty nice, right? But yeah, let's actually take a look. So my fastest timer was a 102, and you guys can see I did struggle a lot on the stage 2 and stage 3. So in this video, obviously I have done it already. I'm just trying to shape up some timer while just trying to bring out some different content on the JP side, right? So this is probably going to be the squad that I'm looking at. So we do have a few units in here that are having that special attack right there, so we do have those activated. So these are my previous runs that I have used, like these units. So I am definitely saving some of the more upper just better units like the yards towards the latter portion, because I know I'm gonna need them, even though they're not really like they're not with it like the special category, but I think we should be fine. So with that said, let's take a look at it with this team first, and then we'll see how well we will do. Alright, so our enemy is going to be the RA-72. I think it's the high mobility type. So it's a bombardment, so that means pretty much all our raid, not close combat, raid is going to be a little bit more effective on this boss. So that's actually pretty good to see. So let's just gonna see what we can do right here. So this Galagu is gonna pop EXP right at the bat. Oh my gosh, so we did actually pretty good damage right at the bat. So I want to say it's probably 10 seconds or something like that, because it did take a minute actually, even though we did it in 2 times speed, but it seems pretty long if you ask me. Alright, so 12 seconds, so we tag along an extra 4.4 seconds, so that's actually not looking the greatest. But I think on the flip side, on our other team, we are gonna play a little bit more strategic, so we can kind of shape some timer up. But let's move on to the phase 2. Alright, so we have the round 2 kind of setup going on. So these are essentially kind of like, I guess now for this team will be like my secondary best option to use. So we do have a lot of good damage dealer, like the Victory SO2 for the 2nd anniversary. This is actually it's still kind of like a good powerhouse in a way. And then we have the Senanju, just a unit that I recently, or just now, have got it up to Transcendent Skill 5. So activating EXP right out the bat, it's gonna be should be fast, right? And then we have the purple Sasabi. This one is good as well. We have a guarantee hit for the first 18 seconds, so that definitely should serve a good purpose. And then F91 full power, it's starting to not perform as good in terms of these power crap PvE content, but for arena it's still phenomenal. But without further ado, let's actually hop in and see what we can do. All right, so we are in, and then I'm just gonna keep things just like this, and then we actually do have obviously the awakening unicorn. I don't know how much that's gonna offer in terms of like, oops, in terms of good damage wise, but I think overall having just another DPS on the team should be fine. And then when we do have a transform, it should damage wise is not really as impressive as I want it to be, because it's just an older unit. Honestly, it's not as good as it was back then. Okay, so I think this is definitely going to be another 40 seconds, right? So if that's the case, we really don't have a lot of time to shave off. Then that's gonna be a problem. So N3 custom, this one, you know, is actually took it home for us, being that the special bonus unit definitely did work out. So what did we do? Wow, we barely shaved off by 1 second. Yeah, that's not that good. All right, that's not good at all. So yeah, that was not as good as I have anticipated, so that's kind of unfortunate. So I guess we just have to move on. Alright, and this is going to be the last team that we are using. So I did change up just a little bit. So the main damage dealer for this team is still going to be X3. Being a close combat, it just works wonder for this one right here. So I did actually went ahead and just upgrade a little bit in terms of the unit enhancements. Hopefully that helps. So I upgrade a little bit on pretty much everything, because this one in terms of all the weapon or close range. So yeah, there's a lot that has to go in. And then in terms of unicorn perfectibility, NTD is not really going to be contributing like the biggest portion, but it should help. And then I actually do have to bring this unit in just to apply the I think, what was it again, jamming, because innately NTD or perfectibility NTD does not have that, so that's a problem. And then we did bring in Sharza Good because we do need that extra damage to Gundam type, so hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. Yeah, let's just kind of see. So this unit I don't really care in terms of what kind of damage it's doing, because it's not going to be doing any good damage anyways. But with that said, let's actually hop in and then see what we can do. Alright, so this is what we have in the front line. We have X3, and then this is another Galagu. I think it's Jaga, something like I don't know whatever the name for this one is, but it's another Galagu essentially. But let's see. I'm just gonna probably leave it like that, and then we can just kind of hone in on X3. So X3 should be doing something for us over here. No, we're not doing anything. X3, no. Yeah. Oh wow, look at Unicorn over here actually doing fairly good. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna hit. No, this, I don't even think we're gonna beat or score. It feels a little bit slower actually from just looking at things, so I don't know. All right. Oh, looks like we beat our old. Wow, we shaved off by 9 seconds on this team, so, or almost 10 seconds. So that is crazy. So this is what we did in terms of this one over here. Yeah, it's it's crazy how good X3 is. My gosh. And this SR over here, this Galagu, actually works like a charm, because that one is actually, you know, effective on this run over here. So that definitely helps out. A 7 mil right there, you know, definitely a good contributor over there. So let's see what we can get now that we hit, you know, under 100 seconds. So we still need to shape up another 30 seconds or 35 seconds at least, but or no, 25, but I don't really know if I can make it. But we got some silver coins, I'll take that. But if I do have to get the rainbow coins, I definitely do have to shape it down to 65 at my best. But yeah, we do have 12 more days to beat this, so I think I'll definitely come back around whenever, you know, time is as allowable, and then we kind of do this again, at least when we have better, when I have better units. So I guess right now is not the worst, but I'll definitely take it for the time being. But with that said, that's gonna be it for me, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one.